Hi Internet, I'm John Appleseed. Welcome to my YouTube channel where we do a daily crossword, sometimes other puzzles. Today we've got the Sunday New York Times crossword posted today, which is September 21st, 2025. The constructor is Adrianne Baik and the editor is Will Shorts. And let's see what we have. The title of the puzzle is Gimme a Break. Give me a break. Don't know what that'll mean, but it'll give us a hint to the theme if I can remember it. One across, vineyard measure. Don't know, one down, holiest locales in synagogues. Traditionally, I think the Ark is where they keep the Torah scroll. Two down, applications of polish, coats. Coat of nail polish, I think. Three down, TikTok in the Oz books, for one. It was a clock, I think. Or something else. An acre might be the vineyard measure. Four down, models after. No. 17 down, locations in the game Clue. There are rooms that you have to figure out where the murder took place. 23 across, traditional form of Japanese drama is kabuki. Kabuki theater or kabuki opera, maybe. I'm not sure what the ending will be. 27 across, entered on tiptoe. You stole into the room. Doesn't quite fit. 32 across, kicked off as a business. Hear the rain starting outside here in sunny Florida. Four down, models after. Oh, emulates. Okay, so let's try acre as the vineyard measure, and maybe TikTok was a robot. It was kind of like mechanical clock that came to life. You entered, you stole in. So it is stole, but stole into the room. 18 down, regular at a park with half pipes, informally. Isn't that a skateboarder? 32 across, kicked off as a business. And 36 across, had. No. 24 down, big success. I don't like that double I beginning. Let's take stole out. Let's move over here. 5 across, does acid. No. 19 across, Grand Duke of Luxembourg. Beginning in 2000. Not up on my Luxembourgian royalties, so I'm not sure. 5 down, 1995 Sandra Bullock, cyber thriller. The Net, she was in that. Early cyber thriller. 6 down, V for Vendetta actor, Stephen Ray or Ray, I'm not sure how he pronounces it. Does acid, maybe trips. Uninvited guest for 7 down. No, 8 down, doings before surgery, informally, I think is pre-op, the pre-operational procedures. Did they change the Grand Duchy to a hereditary title and maybe it's heirs now? Dubbed ones, or probably sirs. Maybe it's Henri something. Oh, is this kabuki theater? We would have to put ITH in that square. An uninvited guest, an interloper. Okay, so a couple of these clues just seem too short. So maybe we'll have to rebus things in. 28 across, Love Blank, a 2014 rom-com starring Lily Collins. Not Love Actually, I don't know. 10 across, tree with doubly serrated leaves. Don't know that. 20 across, heart of the matter. No. 25 across, pro blank, maybe pro bono or pro rata, maybe. They might be glowing. Embers can glow. The flame of it may dwindle to an ember, and the stars forget to shine. And we may see a meadow in December, icy white and crystalline. So I think Ember goes in. 11 down, astrological lion is the zodiac sign of Leo, the lion. 10 across was elm for the tree with doubly serrated leaves. Didn't know that. And filing services are manicures, I think, getting your nails filed. Heart of the matter is the meat. Let's get to the meat. Pro bono looks right, pro bono. breaded fried Japanese pork cutlet is tonkatsu. So again, it's not quite long enough to fit. 30 across, far from conscious. Oh no, in a coma, maybe. What's 31 down? Creative pursuit and art, I guess. Let's try in a coma for far from conscious. 13 across is hey, in brackets, so not literally the word hey, but a sound or something, a gesture that might suggest that, and psst would do so. 22 across, palindromic Italian numbers. Otto just springs to mind. 8 is spelled the same forward and backwards. 26 across, key spot. No. 13 down, programs hosted by SoundCloud. I guess they host podcasts. 14 down, happy hour perch. You would perch on a bar stool during happy hour. 15 down, make a big step, perhaps, to stomp, to make a loud step. And 16 down was rabbi's reading. That's the Torah, which would be taken from the Ark, from 1 down. So door is key spot. Yeah, you put the key into the door to open it. In a coma, far from conscious. 34 across, 2012 Disney film set inside an arcade. Okay, that's Wreck-It Ralph. So we need KIT for the across clue. We need KAT for the down clue. So I'm not sure how this is working. Turns off for 37 across. I don't know that. 26 across, had. 38 across is lace protector. No, 48 across, about us pieces. Don't know what that is. 53 across, self-love. Ego, possibly. 59 across, festive outdoor lighting options. Nope. Assist legally for 38 down is to abet. Aid and abet. Criminal. 1958 romantic comedy that won Best Picture for 39 down. 1958. 40 down, I made it big time. An aglet is a nice word to know for crossword puzzles. It's that little plastic bit at the end of a shoelace. I guess it protects the end from fraying. So let's try that. About us would be a section on a website or something that would have people's bios, I guess. Gigi? What's the big song from Gigi? Yes, I remember it well. That's the song, but I don't remember it well. I made it big time. Look at me. I got a K. All of these seem to involve K here. The Rebus themed answers. 60 down, Graham Greene's Blank Man in Havana is Our Man in Havana. Made it to a great movie with Alec Guinness. 54 across, Phases to Taylor Swift. She has the Eras Tour, as I know from its use in frequent crossword answers and clues. 59 across, festive outdoor lighting options are tiki torches. Okay, are these all? These are all Kit Kat, aren't they? So we put in kit for the across clue. That would make this, no, this would be kit, and this would be an H. And then, this would be an H. This is where kit goes for the across, and then skate, rat. So cat goes down, E-R-A-T. So kit for the across gives us Kabuki Theater. Cat for the down gives us skate rat. So Kit Kat is what we're entering into each themed answer square. And the title of the puzzle was Give Me a Break. Isn't that their Kit Kat bar slogan? Okay, so then, still know that. So if this is Kit Ralph for the across and tonkatsu for the breaded pork cutlet in Japanese cuisine, so that's a Kit Kat. Kicked off as a business. It started up. Let's look at these again. Love blank. So it's not interloper. I like Henri for the Duke of Luxembourg. 29 down is Victor's Cry. I win, or I won. 37 across, turns off. Mistrusts or something like that? I don't know. Okay, but I think I know what's going on. So Tiki Torch is the outdoor lighting. H-E-S. And then look at me. Or look at me now. Not just look at me. Look at me. I'm as helpless as a kitten up a tree. And I feel like I'm clinging to a cloud. I can't understand. I get misty just holding your hand. So look at me now is the answer for 40 down, but Kit Kat goes into this square. I think it's Errol Garner for the jazz composer, but I'm not quite sure. The Last Supper for 65 across is a mural. And then 49 down, esoteric knowledge is arcane knowledge. 50 down is Roald, who wrote Matilda. That's Roald Dahl. He also wrote James and the Giant Peach, I think. 33 down, Oscar-winning Ariana of West Side Story. Not Ariana Grande. Don't know who that is. Had. Tasted? Big successes are hits. You had a taste, you tasted it, I guess. And then Skate Rat looks right. Stole in is correct for entered on tiptoe, yes. All right, so those are okay. 41 across, you may blank, you may begin. Kind of hits. An intruder is an uninvited guest. Yes, that did not click earlier. And then Love, Rosie. Not familiar with that film. Turns off. No. Holds dear. Let's try adores. Many a skincare product could be a gel. 37 down. Gone missing. No. 55 across. Game with indigenous origins. Lacrosse. I remember I wrote a paper in 8th grade on the Iroquois Confederacy, and I remember one of the little fun facts I learned was that lacrosse is based on a Iroquois game. 51 down, blank, actually, let's go to plan B, not blank, just actually, let's go to plan B. No, 51 across, small square. No, and 35 down, December drink, let's try eggnog. Disgusts is turns off. I win for the Victor's Cry. Gone missing is disappeared, maybe. Okay, more. Thunder and lightning outside. Classic drinking sport is beer pong, I guess. 52 across is longtime employer of Rachel Maddow. She appears on MSNBC. 58 across, Blank Fighters, Everlong Band. I think that's Foo Fighters. I understand they prefer to be called Foo Fighters and not the Foo Fighters. I don't know if that's true. Bonds are ties. So 51 across, a small square. 1 is a square number, isn't it? I'm not sure. Or not. Could be actually, let's go to plan B. Third largest and land animal. Hippo, I guess, counts as a land animal, doesn't it? Because it lives in a river. 63 across. Sorry, maybe next time. No. What is 46 down? Black in verse is Eben. St. Andrew's resident. St. Andrew's in Scotland, so a Scot would go in there. Sorry, maybe next time for 63 across. Sorry, maybe next time. No. Hip. No. 64 down, Public Health Agency. Don't know. Members of the mongoose family for 52 down. Meerkats. So we put in We're going to put the word cat, or the letters K-A-T for the down clue here, then put an S here. This will be a K-I-T for the across clue. Perfect place to perfect a recipe, some kind of kitchen. Yeah, test. Kitchen. I feel so rich in a hut for two rooms, a kitchen I'm sure would do. Give me just a plot of not a lot of land, and thou swell, thou witty, thou grand. Test kitchen goes in. 71 across, muscle firmness. No, Puck's king. Puck was a character in Twelfth Night, or no, Midsummer Night's Dream? One of those, some Shakespeare play. Probably had Titania and Oberon were the king and queen in that. 76 across, Swanson on Parks and Recreation. Ron Swanson is the character's name. 82 across, Bad Spirit. Don't know. And 88 across, does a farm job. United Way and UNICEF, in brief, are orgs, I guess, organizations. Then you could sow the seed. Does a farm job. Blank chic, a dressing style. Don't know that. Bad spirit, a ghost, I guess. And then boho chic, I guess. Boho means bohemian there. Kind of, that's a style of lifestyle or a style of fashion, I think. Okay, so is this a Kit Kat as well? I don't know, that doesn't look like a name I've heard before. 77 across, game typically played in the dark. Laser tag? Not sure. 71 across, muscle firmness. It's not ache, is it? Your muscles aren't. I don't know. One way to sell stock. You can sell short for 61 down, 67 down, bank account entry. Don't know. 79 down, neighbor of Luxembourg. So Grand Duke Henri's neighbor is Belgium, maybe? They border each other. Or is it Germany? I think they border each other as well. Fight the urge. Resist. Okay, I like Germany because I like G at the ending of 77 across to give us tag. Laser tag does fit, doesn't it? Errol T. Garner, I guess. Okay, I thought Errol sounded right. I guess we need the middle initial as well. 71 down, it incited a famous 18th century party. So that would be the Boston Tea Party, right? So maybe a tea tax. Muscle firmness is muscle tone, and interest might be an entry on your bank statement. Okay, so that works. 80 across. Muchas horas. Many hours in Spanish would be days, I think, or días. Test kitchen, that's right. I'm not going to fill in the squares yet. Sorry, maybe next time. And go after as mosquitoes for 57 down would be to swat at. We can't. CDC, the Centers for Disease Control, could be a public health agency. And in fashion is hip. Music and passion were always in fashion at the Copa. She fell in love. 81 across, was blank blame? Was I to blame? 87 across, it gets bucks from Broncos. The Ford Motor Company, I guess, gets money from revenue from selling Ford Broncos. Dozes off, nods off for 75 down, 74 down. To be in Nice is être. The infinitive to be in French. 91 across, feasts, dines, I like there. 90 across, Reform Party founder. I think that's Juan Perón. Should I sing something from Evita? I've already done several songs in the puzzle. 89 across Blank Island, Georgia resort destination. Don't know. 84 across DC Pro. A professional baseball player in Washington, D.C. would be a NAT, a national. I think that's what that is. Pro is abbreviated to give us a hint that we're going to use an abbreviation in the answer as well. I feel like this might be Kit Kat Island. I'm not sure. 92 across, like emailed files. Attached. That fits, I think. No. Unless I'm spelling it incorrectly. 92 across, certain rescue pet. Don't know. 104 across. Miniaturized Amazon smart speaker. A miniaturized Amazon smart speaker. Is there a mini Alexa? Don't know what that is. Dangerous additive in old paint, lead. 114 across, Croft of video games is Lara Croft. 118 across, TV host Cohen. Andy Cohen. Bravo, I think. Guy could be a fella. 99 down, what the Dalai of Dalai Lama translates to. I've seen this in another puzzle. It's Ocean of Wisdom, I think, something like that. 100 down, broken piece of pottery is a shard. And 83 down, Gannett or Gannett owned newspaper, USA Today. So if that is, okay, USA Today, and it is not ghost, it is ghoul. Little green ghouls, man. And it is Errol with 2 L's, so no middle initial, just Errol. Okay, there we go. A foster, what? Would be a rescue pet. No, I don't like that X there. Amazon Echo, that's a thing too, isn't it? Miniaturized smart speaker. Is there an Echo Mini or Echo-ette or something like that? 93 down, blank talks. Talks is capitalized. TED Talks, I guess. Echo Dot. That's something I've heard of, I think. Worked hard for 89 down. She works hard for the money. So hard for it, honey. She works hard for the money, so you better treat her right. This is sneak attack for ambush, but we're putting K-A-T for the down and K-I-T, so a foster kitten. So not a T-tax, a T what? Wrong button there. Like emailed files. Attached. How did I have that spelled before? Work hard for, strove. The Tea Act incited the Boston Tea Party, okay, and then Sea Island, okay. It's a good name for an island, I guess. Sneak attack and foster kitten are what goes into these crossing answers. 119 across, whopping could be vast. Blank homo et homo, behold the man from the Bible. Joke around is to kid. BS part is Bachelor of Science degree. Psi goes in. Intent as an argument would be heated argument. Farm enclosures are pens. 106 down, leave tire marks, say, skid. 101 down, insurer with a green mascot. Maybe Geico's gecko is green. 86 down, here's the thing. So listen, maybe. Cleaned up in a way. Edited. Oh, is this Ross Perot from U.S. politics? Was that his party, the Reform Party? I think that's right. Edited, cleaned up. Silence of the Lambs, villain was Hannibal Lecter. 101 across, gleeful feeling, giddiness. So here's the thing. So listen fits. That gives us asses for big jerks, 105 across. 112 across, bite-sized chocolate-covered wafers, or hint to what is found in these answers. Kit Kat bars, Kit Kat candy. 113 down is Barbie's bow, Barbie and Ken. Music protector would be a CD rack. Haven't seen those in a while. Slope is tilt. Jeans, let's try denims there. Campground gathering spots would be fire pits, maybe. What is 107 across? Remove as a coupon, to clip out a coupon, and then CD case, probably. 116 across, some slushies are ices, and No Man is an Island is John Donne. I think that's right. So CD case for the music protector. Kit Kat minis, maybe. These are bite-sized chocolate-covered wafers, so Kit Kat minis. Justice Sotomayor is Sonia Sotomayor. Seeking justice in a way would be suing. Perform horribly, to stink. Expressions of disapproval for 108 down could be tisks. And slumps is sags. So we put an S to kind of finish the puzzle, but we need to add in the Kit Kats and Kit Kat minis in all of these squares. The software will let us put in just the first letter, so I'm just going to enter a K to represent Kit and Kat. We could also use the Rebus button and put Kit/Kat, which is what I think the computer will do for us automatically if I just put in K's. And if I admire the puzzle, okay, we get miniature Kit Kats. So we need Kit for the across clue, or the across answer, and Kat for each down answer. I think that's consistent throughout. It's always Kit for across and Kat for down. Yeah, so Kit/Kat I think would work a little bit better because we're not using Kit and Kat in both answers. Okay, we've got mini Kit Kats. Kit Kat minis was our revealer. We got a couple good songs out of this one. And what gave me trouble? Errol Garner. I'm thinking of. There's Earl Stanley Garner, I think, is the author of the Perry Mason books. And when I was thinking Errol Garner, I'm thinking of Earl Garner. But it turned out to be Errol. So my mind was telling me, but I wasn't quite believing myself. Sneak Attack. What was the thing I had to change? I had to change Ghost to Ghoul to make USA Today fit for this down. Echo Dot. I guess I've heard of that. It's the miniature Echo. What's the difference between an Echo and Alexa? I don't know. And then this film I have not heard of. My buttons have stopped working. Lily Collins in Love, Rosie. Yeah, don't know. Okay, so Kit Kat was our theme today. That's fun, and also nice to see some love for my Washington Nationals in the New York Times puzzle. Go Nats. I'm displaying my natitude even though they're not doing well this season. All right, thanks so much for joining me. Please come back for more puzzles and games, and I'll see you next time.